We, the people of Guyana, have long set out across the world, settling in nearly every corner of the globe. Along the way, we've embraced the cultures, languages, and customs of our adopted homes, many of which now serve as the birthplaces and native lands of our children and grandchildren. Yet wherever we go, we also bring something of ourselves. GTtown Universal is a space that explores this beautiful cultural exchange. It's a living archive of Guyanese voices in the diaspora, a place where the impact of our presence abroad is not only acknowledged but celebrated. Through poetry, storytelling, and thoughtful conversations, we dive deep into what it means to be Guyanese, here, there, and everywhere. In our last episode of GTtown Universal, we gave you a short story by award-winning playwright Harold Bascom. Here is a short clip of Harold in conversation with another Guyanese writer, Pydanna Prasad.
Yeah.
We need inter-Caribbean reading. And if we get inter-Caribbean reading, we would be able to form a publishing center, a publishing company, because Guyana can't form its own publishing company. It can, yes, but they won't make any money. We even got 1 million people. What we need is a CARICOM publishing company, but that would only make sense if we have inter-Caribbean reading.
In today's episode, we head up to Smithfield, a former Dutch sugar plantation and a community in the East Berbice Quarantine region of Guyana, near the town of New Amsterdam.
The gloves are warm on my hands, even now. Even after all these years in Brooklyn, I close my eyes. And I'm back there, Smithfield, on the east bank of Berbice, where the Berbice River runs brown and wide, and the sound of leather on willow carries across the village like a prayer. January 27, 1950. That's when I first stepped into this world. While growing up in New Amsterdam, I attended Vryman's Irvin Primary School there. Every boy with a pulse learned the game of cricket, and we didn't have much. But we had that red ball, those makeshift wickets, and dreams bigger than the New Amsterdam skyline. They called me a natural behind the stumps. I could read a batsman's intention before they knew them themselves. My hands, quick as thought, sharp as consequence. But cricket in the Caribbean ain't just about talent, it's about timing, luck, and the brutal mathematics of greatness. While I was perfecting my craft with Police Sports Club, playing in the Davison Cup, catching everything that came my way, the West Indies were building a dynasty, and dynasties don't make room for everyone. For 7 seasons, from 1971 to 1977, I fought for my place, 71 dismissals, 528 runs at 15.5, 2 per innings. The numbers told a story of brilliance behind the stumps and vulnerability in front of them. I'd lose my spot to Lonsdale Skinner, fight my way back, only to see Stephen Banfield get the nod. Each time, the message was clear. Being the best pure gloveman wasn't enough. But I didn't quit. That's not what we do in Berbice. 1978 changed everything. I found my batting stroke. Finally, mercifully, 127 runs for Berbice against Demerara in the Jones Cup final. The ball singing off my bat felt like vindication, like all those hours in the nets were finally speaking a language the selectors understood. The next year, an unbeaten 117 for Guyana against Jamaica in Montego Bay. I wasn't just a keeper anymore, I was a cricketer. For a decade after that, I was Guyana's first choice wicketkeeper, captain of Berbice, mainstay of the Police Team 85 first-class matches. 152 catches, 36 stumpings, 2 centuries, 950s numbers that would make any career proud. But the West Indies call, that remained elusive. November 21, 1980, Karachi, Pakistan. The heat hit you like a physical thing when you stepped off the plane. I was there as understudy to David Murray, knowing that every ball could be my chance or could be nothing at all. In that first ODI, I caught Javed Meanded, the great Javed Meanded. Off Colin Croft's fiery bowling, just doing my job, but doing it on the biggest stage there is. The second match, that's the one that still makes me smile. I stumped meandered off Viv Richards, Sir Viv himself. And then, in the most unlikely twist of fate, I got to bat 3 balls, 2 runs. And those 2 runs, they were the winning runs. The West Indies won by 7 wickets, and I had contributed in every way a keeper could hope for. I never got another bat in international cricket. That was it. 3 deliveries, 2 runs, 1 perfect moment frozen in time. December 17, 1983, Guwahati, India. My final ODI. By then, Jeff Dujan had established himself as one of the greatest keeper batsmen the Caribbean had ever produced. I took a catch, clean and sure, the way I'd been trained. But I never batted the top and middle orders, chased down 183 without needing me. 3 ODs, 3 matches representing the West Indies in an era of Clive Lloyd, Viv Richards, Gordon Greenidge, Desmond Haynes, Michael Holding, Colin Croft, Joel Garner. The most dominant cricket team the world has ever seen. I got to wear the maroon cap. Some might call that a small career. I call it an honor beyond measure. February 1989. The decision to leave wasn't easy. Guyana was in my blood. The warm climate, the Georgetown clubs, the roar of the crowd at the border. But America called with promises of new beginnings. My wife Kamla and I packed up our lives, our children, our dreams, and headed to Brooklyn. Leaving cricket behind wasn't in the cards. How could it be? It wasn't just what I did, it was who I was. In New York, I found my people. Guyanese communities in the Bronx and Brooklyn, keeping the Caribbean spirit alive through cricket leagues. I played for Diplomats Cricket Club in the Bronx, for Roraima Sports Club and Guyana Sports Club in Brooklyn, alongside men like Derek Kay, Amarnath and Shiv, fellow warriors from the Shell Shield battles, now brothers in a new land. The game that had given me so much, it was time to give back. I earned my level 2 coaching certification and threw myself into developing the next generation. New York Youth Cricket Club became my second home. In 2014, USA Cricket appointed me assistant coach of the men's national team. Me, a boy from Smithsfield, helping to build American cricket. I coached the New York region to their first T20 tournament victory in California. For 5 years, I guided Team Guyana in the Edamad New York Caribbean Cricket Cup. With my son, Clive, I fielded the Melbourne Cricket Club in the New York National Cricket League, trying to pass on not just technique, but love for this beautiful, impossible game. March 2024. The reunion of the 1983 Guyana team. The squad that won both the Shell Shield Trophy and the Harrison Line Cup under Sir Clive Lloyd. The first time any team had achieved that regional double, I was there, in that dressing room, when we made history, and decades later surrounded by my brothers. Roger Harper, Tyrone Etwaru, the legends who fought alongside me, I felt it all again. The triumph, the struggle, the glory that comes from representing something bigger than yourself. My daughter Rochelle, brilliant with science the way I was brilliant with gloves, took a Michigan State education and built the Pydanna collection, a hair care company that's keeping our name in lights in ways I never could. My daughter Marcia represented Guyana in basketball at the CARICOM Championships. My son Clive, carrying the cricket torch forward. In 2012, I was inducted into the Berbice Cricket Board Hall of Fame. The boy who captained Berbice, who kept wicket for Guyana for 17 seasons, who got 3 ODIs in the greatest era of West Indies cricket. Some nights in Brooklyn, when the winter wind cuts through the streets and the city is a million miles from Berbice, I think about that moment in Karachi, 3 balls faced, 2 runs scored, the winning runs. People ask me if I'm bitter about not getting more chances, about being understudy to giants, about having a talent that was always just slightly out of sync with what the selectors needed. I tell them this: I caught Javed meandered, I stumped him too. I hit the winning runs in a West Indies ODI at Captain Berbice. I played under Clive Lloyd, I stood behind the stumps while Viv Richards, the master blaster himself, tore attacks apart. I helped build American cricket. I raised a family that's making their mark on the world. Not bitter, I felt blessed. Because cricket, real cricket, ain't measured in test caps or centuries scored. It's measured in moments of excellence, in dignity under pressure, in the legacy you leave for those who come after. It's measured in the young players at New York Youth Cricket Club who listen when Coach Pye talks about reading a batsman's feet, about staying low, about being ready for the chance when it comes. The gloves are warm on my hands even now, even after all these years, and I'm still behind the stumps, watching, waiting, ready, always ready. And as I journey on my way to hook up with Joe Solomon, and then I see that Ramesh, Samuel in the Guyana Cup, New York folks have seen it fitting to name the 2025 Cup after me, Milton Pydanna. Thanks my brothers, and thanks for having my family there. But if you know me, you know we can't just leave things there. So I gon' leave my long-time cricket buddy, young Basil, butcher to fill in some of the gossip.
We playing at Geddes Grant, Harrison Line match. Guyana against Windward Islands. Lockhart Sebastian got we under pressure. How we make a big score? They got Lockhart Sebastian, the way he was going, Guyana would have lose the match. And there was a run out. Why Fat Haynes was a square leg. Pydanna kill! Fat Haynes put up his hand, run out. And by a Sebastian walking back, you could see how he vexed, lashing down his bat. After the day's game, play, we sit down outside in the car waiting for the old boy. And Pydanna passing by. And me come and hail up my old lady, my mother. I say, her mother, Pydanna, is what happened out there this afternoon? Say, Pydanna, I have no comment, missus, no comment, missus. Pydanna take off the bails before he even collect the ball. He was known. He used to do that so much. He was true. He had that skill. He even do it to the great Sir Isaac Vivian Alexander Richards. Look like if Richards get bowled out, his Pi take off the bails. I used to tell you, I said, Pi, if they had TV, you'd get banned. He said, yeah, I would get banned. I didn't know if you could put this one in your story, but Pydanna tell me when he went on the tour in 1983 to India, he and Jeffrey Dujan was roommates, and the phone ring, and he picked up because Dujan wasn't in the room. He didn't say nothing. The person in the other end was a selector from Jamaica, Jackie Hendricks, and Jackie Hendricks thinking he talking to Dujan. He said, Duj, do not give that chap Pydanna a chance to get behind the stumps. Don't give him no chance to get a chance to wicket keep. And now when he finished with the old soliloquy, Pydanna said, there's not Dujan, it's Pydanna. I guess if we could have seen Jackie Hendricks' face, it would have been red, red, red. Play for West Indies and, the ODIs and so on. I think he got a raw deal. He should have gone to India with Kalicharan's team, and that was a negotiation between certain selectors, as it is said. And instead, they took Randy Leon from Trinidad. And I'll say this. The next year, Shell Shield in 79, my dad was the manager. Guyana played Trinidad, shipped the right button, and the ball come and Randy Leon, rather than collect the ball, gone and peeling the ball past 3 and go for 4. Pydanna started next to my father. My father turned to you and said, that's the shite they carried to India in front of you.
Born in the land of the mighty Roraima, land of great rivers and far-stretching seas, So like the mountain, the sea and the river, great, wide and deep in our lives would we be. Cause we were born in the land, hey, hey, we were born in the land. Oh, yes, we were born in the land, hey, hey, we were